My brother loved places like this. Up and down, up and down. They should sell tickets to people so they can come for a ride. These berserkers have no idea how to make a profit. I'll do it. The berserkers reckon they can change the whole world with these things? What are they gonna change it into? A giant, enormous...
He is dead. No doubt about it. Engram should learn of this. He needs to know that Rogar is dead.
Stop. Not another step if you value your life.
I value it.
Commander Jax, they said you were dead. Executed.
They tried. They failed.
And so you live. So you're still Commander Jax, Alb servant of the hybrid? Or has a near-death experience brought you to your senses?
You'd have shot me already if you thought I was an Alb.
It looks like you're no longer taking Elex. But does that mean you've joined the fight against Zakor?
They tried to kill me. I'm owed some revenge.
So, you've swapped sides too. But just because you're free doesn't mean you're not a threat. 5 minutes with the free people teaches you that emotions don't make people less dangerous. Strange, isn't it? On this side, free from Elex and from control. And where you've gone, some of us are trying to follow. We want to be free from Elex, eventually. We want to stop the Ice Palace from making a mistake.
There. I think I found those Albs. How did you escape from the other Albs?
We didn't set out to become separatists. We were part of a commando unit. Our mission hit problems and we were cut off from Zagovora. After a while, we began to run out of supplies, including Elex. It wasn't long before we started to dream, to feel. Elexir Parsec noticed it first. He sent out patrols to locate possible sources of Elex, but it was too late. Eventually, our unit got round the enemy and returned to Zagovora. But we had changed. We realized we wanted to think. We no longer wanted to be controlled by the Alb directive.
What happened?
We escaped and made it out here. We knew Parsec and the other Elexirs would see it as treason, but we had already seen too much without Elex to blind us. The Albs are bringing about their own downfall. They're slaves with Elex there to control them. Escaping and joining the Separatists was the only logical course of action. In order to save the Albs, the Elexirs must resign, and the old directive must be followed. I still believe the Albs can become more than we are. But we can't do it alone, and we can't save this planet by subjugating and killing everyone else.
What have you been doing here in Edan?
Hiding from the Albs, hiding from the free people, and wondering what will become of us. And we do it with fear. For the first time, we do it with fear.
Fear of what?
Death, mortality, of the guilt that comes from remembering the things we've done. Some of us weren't born Albs. They are having it easier than those who were. But with that fear comes something else. Hope. Hope that our freedom means something. But unless we can find people, free people, who will work with us, then we don't stand a chance.
I could speak to the Berserkers.
Is there a Berserker you can trust? Someone who would work with us? If there is, please, talk to them for us. You know what we can do. Persuade them that they need us on their side, that we can help. We seek an alliance, not a fight.
What would you want in return?
To be treated like the other free people. The clerics have fought wars with the Berserkers, but they still speak to them. Some of them must understand that we deserve a chance. For that, we will work with them to stop the rule of Zagovora.
If you say so. You're being hunted by Albs?
Parsec has sent a special forces unit to find us. They outnumber us, and they're better armed. Our old comrades are out to kill us.
I'll find the Albs who are hunting you.
There's a whole squad, at least 5 of them. Can you handle that?
Do you know where this special forces unit is?
Their last position was northwest of here. Since they don't know our strength, they'll follow protocol and wait there for reinforcements. And as we know, true Albs follow protocol. They will still be at that position.
The Berserker Hakon sent me to speak to you.
Hakon? What does he have to say?
Hakon says you killed his men.
There's a truth in that. We killed Berserkers in the battle before we changed. It was a massacre, in truth. One ordered by Zagovora. But we are not who we once were. We are no longer Albs who blindly follow the word of the Elexirs. We have to convince him of that. We will find a way to pay reparation for what we did. And we can start by offering a hand in alliance. If Hakon will offer us a haven here, the protection of a truce, we will fight against our common enemy. But he must do it soon. Zakor is preparing to move against us. Soon, the Elixirers may kill us for him.
What do you think of the free people?
There must be another way to get Elex than to extract it from living people. Well, we think that the Albs will win someday. But what then? What happens when there is no more Elex? What happens when we have used all the resources? We fear that could mean the downfall of us all.
You really want to give up Elex?
Yes. We don't want to poison ourselves anymore. We still take it, but we control it. It doesn't control us.
You really think you're in control?
Would I speak out against the Elixirers if it wasn't true? We're helping each other. We're keeping our strength and our free will.
Keep taking Elex, and the free people will see you as Albs.
The outlaws have their chems, their berserkers, their mana. How can this be seen as different? They can accept it. They must. It is in their best interests. But how are we to persuade them if we can't get you on our side? Are we able to trust you?
I don't owe the Elixitors anything.
You doubt their motives. Death will do that to a man. To a man. If that's what we both are now.
Can't you give up Elex if it would help you join another faction?
It is for each Alb to decide. And for now, we have decided to take it. We have to stand by their decision. We are free people now, and won't replace one ruler with another.
When did you last see Elixir Calyx?
It was a long time ago. You both were on the battlefield fighting the free people. Perhaps we...
Down to me, is it? Oh, fuck. I suppose I'll have to deal with it. take care of this one. What? Fighting now? I'll take care of this one. Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to deal with this. I'll do it. What? Are we fighting now? I'll take care of it. Yeah, that's a ruin, all right.
I took care of the Albs that were hunting you.
You took them on? On your own? Then we are fortunate the Albs made the mistake of trying to kill you. Who would have thought that we would fight shoulder to shoulder as defectors?
I found the Albs.
So, they are scouting those locations. They must be planning another attack. Did you kill the scouts? Or are you here to ask for help?
I spoke with them.
To the Albs? And you're still alive? No, you're full of shit. Albs don't speak to anyone.
Those Albs didn't kill your men. They have left Zakor. They're free from the Alb directive.
And you believed that shit?
The Separatists don't want to fight you. You should talk to them. They're good fighters looking for allies to bring down the Elexitors.
Allies? This stinks of a trap.
It's no trap. They want your help. They're fighting the Albs to put an end to the bloodshed, to get rid of the Elexitors.
You're serious? Albs that want to fight Albs? Well, if they want to give up the fight, then it is my job to give them a welcome. Tell me where you found them.
They're to the west, where you said they would be.
I'll send a few men to these separatists to see what their intentions really are. If they're lying, they will pay with their lives. But if they're telling the truth, then maybe we berserkers have found the allies we need to defeat the Albs. Here, take this as payment for your help.
Teach me something.
Yes. Don't think you can steal anything here. Don't steal anything here. If you steal, you die. should not rely on machines.
Rogar is dead.
I feared the worst. How did he die?
He was targeted by a group of Albs.
Then he was right. They will stop at nothing to take this land. Do you know where these Albs are? Or have they already paid for this in blood?
The Albs are dead.
Then Rogar can rest in peace. Your good deed should not go unrewarded.
I will remind our dear friend that the laws put our common cause...
About my... I have one of your swords here.
You stole it from me?
If I'd stolen it, I wouldn't be giving it back.
You know what you have there? That sword is irreplaceable. It belonged to Eric Eisenfaust. You did well in bringing this to me. It doesn't bear thinking what its loss would have meant. You have my thanks. And the thanks of...
How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have paid for taking... I hear you. You found Rogar and reported that to us. That speaks to... You didn't exactly help your... You helped foil the plot to steal Eric Eisenfaust's sword. For that, all berserkers must be grateful. You must do more. If you earn those pledges, and you will earn my... It is good you... I will remind our dear friend that the laws put our common cause ahead of clan business. It is good you came to me with this.
Let me know if you need my word added to yours.
I will. We must remember that we are all berserkers first.
And clan second.
Hello. If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely find you something to eat.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have been shown kindness here. To foreigners, it may seem that we only live in a manner that is in accordance with the law. But we have a place for any wanderers and lost souls who are ready to swear off their old lives. So, wherever you came from, your help is welcome. What's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world if we continue fighting? We need to build one world, together. I hope you can see that.
What is this building?
A rare relic of the old world, hey? If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies and have a look at the view. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been here before the comet struck. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back before the Great Fall.
Sounds like superstitious nonsense.
That's what they said before the comet hit. And yet the only thing that saved us are the gifts.
Hey,
Hello, if you... and...
Do you welcome everyone with that speech?
Not everyone here is as welcoming as they... We're all in need of help. So, what's... we... I...
What is the...
if you'll... it's...
Why do you build these huts then?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it doesn't exactly connect us with nature. We all need to be rooted in the natural world. We all need to remember our place in it. You, me, all the people here, we are all part of Magallan.
How long have you been with the Berserkers?
I was born here, and I can't imagine a better place.
What's so good about it?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people in Magallan, the planet chose us to give magic to. And Eisenfaust wasn't exactly known for his poetic side. With respect for all his great feats, he was a bit of a miserable bastard, to be honest. We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to life here.
Good. Good. I would wish that for you. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us.
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords to be promoted. Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing I need help with. Though, I warn you, it could be dangerous.
Tell me the task. I can handle it.
Confident without the details. You'll get on well with the warriors here. Our scouts reported that a few clerics were recently attacked by mutants. Let's just say that despite all their technology, the clerics came off worse. But the weapons they left behind, lying about out there, are a problem. They could cause a great deal of damage in the wrong hands. I want you to collect them and take them to Wora. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is made safe.
Why didn't your patrol bring the weapons back?
There were too many mutants. The clerics seemed to have stirred them up and had half the mutants in the area after them. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors from the patrol to other tasks. That's why I hope you can go.
I will find the weapons.
Thank you. The sooner we can put them into the right hands, the better. Elex, mutants, technology. We have a long way to go to save Magallan.
I have secured the weapons from the ruins.
That is good news. Please take them to Wora and arrange for their disposal.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination to rise to the top? No, I'm afraid it's a tale of skill, ability, and dedication. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. Served his time in the fields as a cultivator. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants and was named warrior on the spot. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust, and I think that left its mark. He wanted to be that man. And he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call for another Eisenfaust, and in Ragnar, I believe they have him.
Tell me about Ragnar.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows. Warlord, warrior, leader, and my husband.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
Careful with that!
We can take a risk.
I have some cleric weapons for you.
Now that is a find. Now to get the Elex out of these things. First have to remove the cover from the holder and...
Are you going to give me all the details?
No, your work is done. And thank you.
That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected Elex technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for Elex than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the Elex from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
So you extract Elex just like the Alps?
You're comparing us to those inhuman creatures? Those monsters throw people into their converters. Alive or dead, it doesn't matter to them. We cure the soil of Elix's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
So if you need Elex, why do you want to get rid of it?
Amrek's paradox. We are told Elex is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect Elex?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine Elex here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature, but we can make use of it. Well, of the Elex in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high Elex concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing Elex into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The world hearts will purify Magallan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again.
That creature's down to me, is it? Not so bad here, is it? problem with structures like this that stand out in the landscape, everyone else can spot them too. We shouldn't hang out around here too long.
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat, and it got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
Finish that murderer!
You'd better be
Just
careful
killed
with
him.
that weapon.
Someone stop that murderer!
Oh, we got a nice.
Cook?
I'll get you.
What? Are you fighting now?
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here. This should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Ha! Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavor. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
How long are you going to stay here?
I think I will get comfortable here. Maybe I'll even get this light tower working. A man needs something to do in life.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use Elex?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. Elex keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders.
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors? They rule in Zakor. They still consume Elex, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Albs want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Hey, that was great. Hey, that was great.